Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Beast! I'm YouTube famous now. Available in 3000 BC. The album, Dad AF. Only on iTunes. Okay, let's get right into this video. How are you guys doing? Happy Mother's Day. I wished everybody a happy Mother's Day earlier, but I would also like to wish a happy Mother's Day to all of those out there that your mothers or mother figures have passed on, like mine has. It will be 11 years this week since my mother passed away. And this is a hard day for us, isn't it? You know? So, to be honest with you, I'm kind of, I feel a little relieved that my mind is distracted by all the drama that is going on. So I went to eat with my in-laws, all 15 of us. We sat down and we went to this taco place. It was really fun downtown. We had a great time. We took 9 million pictures because that's what my husband's family does. Same picture, just interchange everybody 15 times. Do you have the same family? Okay, so anyway, but it's so much fun and I love my mother-in-law. I was very, very blessed to just get an amazing mother-in-law. And on the way home, I stopped and I got my venti iced coffee with 2 equal from Starbucks so that I could sit here and just talk to you guys. I say in my videos a lot that this is just like sitting in the coffee. This is just like sitting up in the kitchen and having a conversation, you and I, and we're just sitting there and we're kind of throwing our thoughts out about things, and it isn't really deep. I throw in some receipts, I say this is what I think, and then you guys say what you have to say in the comment section below, and I love when you guys have a conversation in the comment section below, and I have just been getting mass amounts of comments lately, so thank you for all of those. I really, really appreciate it. If or when it slows down, I will get back, okay, to commenting on the comments. I'm really struggling right now with the first half an hour. I'm getting 1,000 comments. So, but this evening I'm going to try to go in there and kind of respond to some of you guys out there. And for all of you that have just recently subscribed, thank you so much. It really means the world to me. I just love doing YouTube. It's why I have 5 channels. And if you didn't know, I have 5 channels. And I just love everything about making videos. So anyway, let's get into the drama. I mean, this is just the weekend of drama, isn't it? Somebody tweeted me out and they said, you probably haven't slept a whole lot this weekend. No, I really haven't. I haven't. But I did go to the casino with my good Judy last night, and there was a fight in the casino. Up at the casino, there was a fight, and this guy got tased and everything. So anyway, I felt like I was back in high school. We were all standing around watching it, like security guards, and the guy's like screaming and yelling, keep down, and I'm like, this is crazy. Like, are we back in high school again? So anyway, if y'all know about Misty, my good Judy Misty, that gave $2 BJs up in the bathroom, true story, okay? 2 for $5, you do the math. But anyway, we used to stand around and watch fights in the hallway of high school all the time. I didn't get in any fights because anyway, we're talking about James Charles and Jeffree Star, fight of the century. So, Jeffree Star came out today and he made a bunch of comments on Twitter. I've already put the original one over in my last video. Like I said, go check it out. I'll link it at the end. But then he came out also in Snapchat and he went in and he congratulated Tati again on hitting 8 million subscribers. She's gained like over 2 million subscribers in 2 days, which is just unreal. And I have to believe, you know, that like Tati knew that she was going to gain subscribers off of this, but I don't believe that this is the way that she would want her channel to grow. I mean, I've always thought, and she's been very, very nice to me, I've always thought that she was just such a class act, and I really like Tati. So, you know, it's kind of like a double-edged sword. Like, she put her truth out, and she gained a lot of subs from that. But like I said in my video the other day, I hope people are going and subscribing to Tati, not just because it's the popular thing to do, but because they realize what an amazing human being she is, because she really, really is. So, congratulations, Tati, on 8 million subscribers. So then Jeffree Star, he put up on his Snapchat congratulating her, and then at the very, very end, he had this to say.
Hold up. Also, I just logged onto the internet for the first time today, and I'm like, oh my god, huge congratulations to Miss Tati Westbrook for hitting 8 million subscribers on YouTube. This is just the beginning for you, baby. I miss you, I love you, and I cannot wait to see you when I'm back from Michigan. So congrats. Mwah! I love you. Life has a really funny way of doing things sometimes, you guys, doesn't it? The phoenix always rises out of the ashes. Life has a really funny way of doing things sometimes, you guys, doesn't it? The phoenix always rises out of the ashes.
Rising from the ashes. I wonder what he means by all of that, right? You know, I said this in my video yesterday, and I'm going to say it again, that if we could take away anything from what's going on with James Charles, I think the lesson to all huge creators out there and all huge influencers in the beauty industry is that this could happen to anyone, right? Like, nobody is exempt from this. And it's going to be really, really interesting to see what happens. You know, James Charles is right now pushed into a corner. He might come out and do a tell-all, okay? A total tell-all of behind the scenes. Do I think that everybody's going to believe what he has to say? No, I don't. Do I think a lot of people would, if he came out with some rather telling statements, would be kind of like, what is going on here? Like, and maybe look at things in a different way? Because the truth is that James Charles knows a lot about the behind the scenes of beauty YouTubers and the beauty industry and beauty influencers. Did I say that already? Beauty YouTubers, beauty, anyway, you know what I'm saying. So he could come out and do some tell-all video, and pushed into a corner, he might very well do that. And if he does, it'll be interesting. And then it'll be interesting to see if on the heels of that, a lot of other people are talking about him. So, you know, I mean, I think that he has lost favor with a lot of people. But at the same time, I mean, this pendulum could swing. I mean, at this point, it's not going to just swing like this. It could swing into 50 different directions. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I think we're going to find out more in the next couple days, in the next couple weeks. James Charles is staying silent right now. Somebody said that he deleted his Snapchat. I don't know if that's true. But anyway, I was sitting around last night, and you know, right now, I went and, you know, got my coffee so we can sit here in the kitchen and talk, and I'm sitting here and I'm drinking my coffee before I started this video, and I'm watching the Social Blade, and I mean, it's just like tanking. He is almost going to go below 14 million subscribers, and to think that 2 days ago, he had 2 million subscribers. I mean, there are YouTubers out there that I adore that don't have a 20th of that, or 100th of that, you know what I mean? So to think that you've lost 2 million subscribers plus in 2 days is unreal. So the thing that I started thinking about the other night was, I wanted to know, well, what's going to happen with this tour, right? And, you know, I started looking into stuff. I started Googling, and there's a lot of these videos that are coming out that people are making called, a lot of them are really funny, honestly. And they said, I went to a James Charles meet and greet, and I want my money back, or I want a refund. If you go Google it, there's a lot of videos that come up of that, or just put it into YouTube. But I started thinking to myself, like, is he going to cancel the tour? Is he going to refund these tickets? Because the thing is, 2 million people have stopped following him. I have to believe that some of those 2 million people are people that have invested money in his tour and his meet and greet, right? I mean, at least one person out of that 2 million has to be. Probably a lot of people. And probably some of those people have bought the $500 VIP ticket that we talked about, okay? And, you know, then I thought about this tweet that I had seen several weeks ago. Well, not several weeks ago, a couple weeks ago, when the James Charles tour was announced. And it was from his dad, and he was like, you know, I'm dad of the year or something like that because I'm taking my daughter and her friends to the James Charles concert. And I think the James Charles tour. And I think that James Charles, like, retweeted it, and I saw that, you know? And I thought back about that. I don't know why that stuck out to me, but it just made me kind of sad, you know? That, you know, here are these dads and moms that, you know, spent their money a lot of money, and maybe not so wisely, you know, in retrospect, but they spent their money to take their kids just to make them happy, you know, to meet their favorite creator, you know, on this tour, and spent a lot of money for this. And how do you explain this, you know? And I started thinking about this, like, are they going to give refunds for this? Is James Charles going to issue refunds? Is he going to cancel his tour? What's he going to do? Because it's not really safe for James Charles to go on tour. And let me explain to you why. It's not really safe for James to go on tour for himself. I mean, we've seen other YouTubers where horrible stuff happens. Let's talk about Christina Grimmie. I mean, we don't want to see a repeat of that no matter how bad somebody hates somebody, right? So it's not safe for James. There are a lot of people that are really upset and disappointed in him right now. I mean, just go look at Twitter. Go put James Charles into the search engine on Twitter and just see what comes up. I mean, a lot of it is horrible, you know? So it's not safe for James Charles, but it's not safe for his fans either. It just really isn't. Because if people are stuck with a ticket, they're probably going to come anyway and see what this show's about. I mean, if I spent over $100 or $500 $500 on a ticket and I fell out of love with that person, you better bet your butt I would still show up there if I wasn't able to get my money back, right? So then what you have is you have an audience of total stans that will not back down for their love of James Charles no matter what. And you have another part of the audience that is completely like conflicted and over it. Now you have a very dangerous situation because you have a lot of younger kids that are fighting, okay, on this tour. So it's not a safe tour to put on anymore. The safety precautions that would have to be there are just unreal at this point. I mean, the tour needs to be canceled. And I haven't heard anything else about that. Well, I started wondering, so if the tour's not canceled, are you able to get a refund, right? Because I'm sure there are people out there that are like, hey, listen, dude, I paid $500 for this stupid VIP. I could care less to sit there in the audience and watch you sing some tune now because I fell out of love with you, and I really don't want to hear you BS your way through some Q&A that we all paid for you to stand on a stage and you won't take any responsibility for your actions. So I don't think a whole lot of people are going to want to still go to this thing, right? But does that mean you get a refund? So I went in here, I mean, it's just, he is keep on dropping and dropping and dropping my social, but it's just tanked. But anyway, so I went in here and I looked on the Sisters Tour. Here's a little picture of the Sisters Tour for you. Glamour shots. And I went underneath here and I looked underneath here at the very bottom of the frequently asked questions. That's FAQs, FAQ. It says underneath here, can I get a refund if I am unable to go? And this is on the Sisters Tour website. Okay, so this is the Sisters Tour issuing this. And underneath here it says, no, all sales are final. Here, I'll show it. Put it up right here so you guys can see it. Facts. Can I get a refund if I am unable to go? And unable to go might mean I cannot stand your sorry ass anymore and I don't want to go. Okay, can I get my refund now? No, all sales are final. That's pretty crazy, isn't it? Well, I started going on here and I read some more. I went into some of these different ticket places like Ticketmaster, and the other one that I looked at was called AXS. And these are places that you can buy the tickets to the different venues because different ticket sales companies and different venues would have, you know, different rules and different regulations for if you could send your ticket back and things like that. So I went underneath this AXS and it says, VIP packages are non-transferable. No name changes, no refunds or exchanges. All sales are final. All package elements will be rendered invalid if resold. Must provide valid email address and phone number at the time of purchase. So what that says is VIP packages are non-transferable, okay? So even if you want to give your sister package to your brother, you can't do that anymore, okay? Because the sister that bought them is the sister that has to go. So you're screwed. You can't even give these tickets away even if you don't want to go anymore, okay? Non-transferable. You can't just say, I want to put Judy Smith's name down on this thing, okay? And then it says no name changes. So you can't change the name. You can't like call up somebody or put on the internet, hey, I got this ticket. I don't want to go. I paid $500. I'll sell it to you and I'll give you $5 if you'll just take it off my hands. You know what I'm saying? No, you can't change names on it. No refunds or exchanges. So you can't get your money back for this. All sales are final. All package elements will be rendered invalid if resold. So if you do resell it and somebody tries to go back in there and it doesn't match up with the email or anything else that was bought or purchased through, they won't let you in. You're screwed. If you bought a ticket to the Sisters Tour and you want to go and you don't want to go anymore because you realize I spent too much damn money on this fool, you are going to the Sisters Tour whether you want to or not, or you're sitting at home and you're just saying, hey, listen, that's a loss, I guess. So the only way for James Charles to really, I don't know, gain back some kind of integrity in this whole tour situation, okay, while he's going through all of this scandal and drama, is to cancel the tour. I mean, he has to cancel the tour because there's going to be too many people at this point. I mean, he's going to go 14 million. By the time this tour comes around, he's going to be at 12 or 11 million subscribers probably. I mean, he's still, PewDiePie put out a video about him today. Major news networks have caught on to this. I mean, he is done. Like, he is done. Okay, and if he does not cancel this tour, then all of these people aren't going to get their money back, and then that means that he is just bankrolling on a tour that he's still going to go on that nobody wants to go to? Do I think that 20,000 sisters might show up, sisters, all across, you know, the country? Yeah, sure, maybe. Okay, I mean, ones that have no social media because they're 10 years old, their parents won't let them have cell phones or something like that. The right thing to do is to cancel the tour, because then you give everybody their money back. And the people that, listen, have fallen out of love with you anyway, you put some statement out and you say, hey, listen, you guys, given the situation right now, I think that it would be in the best interest if I cancel this tour at a further date. I might reschedule it, whatever. He's still going to look like a fool. People are still going to come for him. But the people out there that want, you're giving them a refund anyway, because then you have to, because you've canceled the tour. You're the one giving them the refund instead of them having to ask for it and then going through this whole mess. I mean, this is the whole thing with like TanaCon. I mean, this is now becoming on a level that is like unbelievable. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, you're talking about like, what if you ordered merch the day before all this stuff comes, and you still want to sit there in a sister sweatshirt? Do you? Like, or do you want your money back for that merch? Can you get your refund for that? I mean, can you get your refunds back if you ordered a Morphe palette and it has to come? I mean, it's on and on and on and on and on, you know? Because James Charles, who we want to sit there and we've excused away for 2 years, he's too young, he doesn't know better, blah, 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 blah. Well, my question to you would be is, where the hell are the adults that should be around him? And I've said that about all of these younger YouTubers out there that are problematic, okay? That, where are their parents? Where are their managers that should be adults, that should be telling them to do the right things? Or is it just a money grab for all of them? It's just money, 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 money. Okay, fine. So I'll grant that James Charles is rather young, but he should have adults around him leading him in the right direction. And by adults, I mean parents, okay? If nobody else can help him. And if that's not the case, then I'm sorry. If he's not going to let any adults around him, then he needs to take responsibility. He needs to take the blow for what happened. That's called the real world, okay? And, you know, listen, my best friend's son, okay, went into the armed services when he was James Charles' age and defended our country. I have a real hard time feeling sorry for a kid that done screwed up all across social media when my best friend's son and tons of your family members out there were serving our country. If you live in the United States, thank you for your service, okay, at the same age that he is, but we excuse away this behavior. He is a businessman making millions upon millions upon millions of dollars a year, and now he has got to rectify the situation. It makes me really, really sad out there for all of these young kids. You know, in the past, I've always said that, you know, like, with Tana Mojo and stuff like that, that she's sending a bad message out to the younger generation and whatever, and I feel like Tanya. My best friend, Judy's name is Tanya. Now I call her Tanya. Listen, it's been a long weekend, y'all. I need help from drama. I just can't keep up anymore, okay? But listen, you know, I said that she was a bad role model for the younger generation, and she kind of cleaned things up, and she said she wanted to be a better role model for the younger generation. Okay. James Charles, his audience is young, you guys. Like, even younger than Tana's, right? And they're in love with him. Like, they've looked up to him, okay? And they are probably very, very confused. I just can't imagine the conversation that parents are having to have. Probably most of these parents aren't even on social media, so they don't even know what the hell's going on, right? And then their kid is upset and they're crying. Right now, James' move, whatever he does next, is going to be, how he handles the situation is going to be role modeling to tens of millions of kids, okay? So you wanted this fame and fortune, you wanted this power. Well, there's a lot of responsibility that comes with that too. And I really, really hope that as he goes forward, that he role models to this youth the way to handle this situation. You know, because we saw the apology and that ain't it, right? I hope that he has a lot of adults around him that are leading him in the right direction. I hope that he has people that really care about him and are telling him the right things to do, you know, and I say that a lot, that like, you know, a true friend, somebody that really cares about you will tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear, even though sometimes that's painful. Sometimes it doesn't feel very good. Do you know what I mean? So I just hope that he does, and I hope that he figures out how he's going to handle this going forward. And, you know, like, I was thinking about this today, and I was like, do I think he needs to come out with another apology video? What do I think? It doesn't really matter. If he comes out with an apology video, he's just going to get skewered for it. Let's just be for real. I don't think he needs to come out with an apology video. I think that he needs to sit down, and he needs to kind of... Hello? That was my stepmother. I was reaching out to her earlier. Wish Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day, girl! Anyway, you know, like, I think he needs to sit down and he needs to explain some of these things, okay? And not looking like he just rolled out of bed and he's about to sneeze. I'm just saying, okay? God bless you. Hallelujah and all that. Okay, or gesundheit, or whatever we say. But I don't know what we say these days, but all I know is this, okay? That he needs to come out and he needs a statement. Not in an Instagram story, not in a tweet, not in that, on a video. Okay, that's where you done made your money. It's on YouTube. Everybody's waiting for it, okay? You need to sit down. It needs to not be scripted. Listen, I could make 5-hour videos and not script a cent of it, okay? Not even one word, nothing. I can sit down and do it. You can sit down there and you can address these issues. If you want to have a piece of paper and go, okay, I need to address the Toddy issue. I need to address the tour. And you want to go through and you want to look at your little notes for that, that's fine. But then you need to sit down and just get honest with your sisters. This is about your sisters. This isn't about the people that didn't like you to begin with. This isn't about people that are just riding the train of watching the drama. This is about your sisters. This is the people that built your career, okay? Those 10, 12, 14, and 16-year-olds out there that are waiting to see what your move is and how you handle the situation, and it's very, very important. But I do think that above and, you know, anything else, he needs to cancel this tour. It's just the right thing to do. Like, it's the right thing to do. And that's, hey, listen, that's just my opinion. You know what opinions are like? Everyone's got one. So anyway, what do you guys think about the tour? I mean, would you be PO'd? I'm trying to watch my language these days. Would you be PO'd if you, does anybody ever even say PO'd anymore? Would you be PO'd? Would you be mad if you found out that now after all of this, you couldn't get your refund for your $500 VIP ticket? I mean, I would be. If I was a parent and I had like gone out of my way to really make my child happy by buying my child and one of their friends, which I would never do, $1,000 worth of tickets to meet a YouTuber, oh no, never. Not even on a good Sunday. That would never happen, okay? I don't care if I won $10,000 up at the casino. That would never happen, not on a good day, okay? But if I did in the tour, I would be pissed, okay? I would be demanding a call on the drama phone from Mr. James Charles himself explaining what was so fine about that $500 VIP ticket now after all of this. And would you be addressing those scandals live? That's what I would want to know. So anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you think he should cancel the tour? Do you not think he should cancel the tour? Were you aware of this? Have you bought a ticket? If you have bought a ticket, I'd be interested to know if you're still going to go. If you haven't bought a ticket, is anybody out there got a refund? Are there refunds being given? Because I looked and it appears that there's not. So anyway, let me know what you think. I might be back later tonight or tomorrow or who knows. I mean, it might be a 6 video day today. Anyway, I love you guys and I will see you later. Bye.